I'm Eero Vahteri and I'm software engineer at Enable Banking for 3 months now. My role as a software engineer includes fixing possible errors, monitoring our software if everything goes smoothly, and then integrating new banks into our API. I think in software engineering, what inspires me is the fact that I can be creative and solving complex problems or sometimes simple problems, but it's something that gives me gratification that I get my fixes working, and when users are using my software that is built by me, it's really like giving me this sense of success that I can see my changes are actually helping someone. I was searching for a job in my field. I was fresh out of university and I was seeing this notification about the job, and I was straight interested because it was very good description of technical details and I was possessing those skills, and I was familiar with API development from my past own hobby projects. So this was really like fitting into my lane of interests. Being mostly backend stuff is interesting to me always, so that, and then also I of course checked the company and I was seeing the monthly change logs from the website. So I was seeing the pace and the quality the software was engineered, and I was straight like inspired that like my change could be in that next change log. So I was really inspired by that for sure. It's been really nice. I've been learning a lot. I've been meeting new people who are very professional, and I have been learning a lot about open banking in general and this field of different APIs and how they are developed. So it's been a really great learning experience for me, and I'm looking forward to continue. So my typical day starts with reading emails, because we are always communicating to banks or different ASPSPs about some questions or problems we are having. So I will always check after the night if they have come back with some answers. Then I can update my current tasks to fit the right status. And then I will make a plan for my day. So whatever it may be, whatever tasks I may have, usually some smaller fixes on or new implementations. So then I will just continue working on those, making fixes, and we're having daily meetings where we are meeting the whole team and updating the status of different tasks from the whole team. And then I am always monitoring my old changes if they are working or not, and figuring out if something is wrong in general. So that's about it for my workday, I think. Currently, I'm working on integrating new banks into our API. We are always trying to make the coverage more through Europe. So I'm currently integrating banks in Romania and Bulgaria. So those ones, and then always some small fixes that may be. I think like the most common challenge for developers using APIs is the difficulty to find where the problem is. So it can be on the API you are using. It might be your code, it might be some other network issue. So that has been and always will probably continue to be the most difficult thing. But I think like personally I have been overcoming it with thorough testing, just experience on how the responses are formed and requests. So its experience helps a lot on this one. I think the key skills that I have used in my role is the team working skill. Developing software is a team effort, so it's not something you do alone. And I think like from my past experiences from playing different team sports or being in a workplace where there's a tight-knit team, it's something that has helped me here as well. And also the fact that I can communicate my problems quite easily. When I am asking for help, I can ask for this very detailed help for my difficulties, so that as well. I think my work is very concretely affecting the value of Enable Banking, because we are always getting our coverage bigger, and I am in the process of doing that. So it's something that is bringing in more customers and end users, so that's for sure. And of course, upkeeping the software in good shape is very important to us, and I am involved in that. So it's very in core of our business. I think my approach is to test the role. It's very important to test in different ways, and we also have pretty good pipelines for the code, so every change goes through automatic testing and it is securing our software, so any breaking changes are not going through, and of course monitoring afterwards if it's working or no. And we also have peer review process where the more senior developers are checking our code. So it's again not a single person effort, it's a teamwork as well. So those are the key points. I think from a software engineer perspective, the financial technology interesting because we are always seeing new use cases. For example, open banking, different things that utilize for like these open APIs and different products. So it's always something new. When you are handling sensitive data, it's very important to have your cybersecurity and data handling practices on point. So I know that I have to be on the top of my game to provide secure software. I think that's the most important things. I think I'm seeing surprisingly that we are using modern technologies coming from school where we are always teaching like the relevant technologies. I have been able to use that skills. It's not that I am using some niche programming languages. I think my experience is different from the standard banking industry's experience I've been reading about. So it's not something you should be worried about if you're coming to software engineering, open banking or financial technology industries. From my experience, it's been pretty modern technologies. I would say one word that describes our culture is openness. We're having every day the daily meeting with the whole team. Everybody is very open what they have been doing and what's the progress. Nobody is hiding their skills. Everybody is open about the difficulties and the successes, and that's really like in our core. And of course, this is showing in our communications to the public as well. We are very open about the changes in our API and what we have been doing recently. So I think that's the right word to describe our culture. I think it's the fact that we are a tight-knit team, whether it's support, sales or the dev team. We are always pushing forward to make the best result together. So the team working is the best thing here. I think the most memorable experience so far has been the first times I saw my changes working in our API. So I was fixing some small error and I was seeing that the users are actually benefiting from that. So it gave me the feeling that I'm actually bringing in value really fast after starting. So it was one of the best things so far. I think that the fact that we are a growing company is very good basis for my growth as well. So when we are expanding and the team is getting bigger, I'm also expanding my knowledge. I'm always asked about what kind of tasks am I wanting to have, if I'm having difficult enough tasks. So it's something that is continuously looked at, and I get a lot of input on what I am doing here. So those things are supporting my growth. I think it's the fact that when we are getting new people in the team, we are always providing real tasks right away. It's not some training tasks or learning from books. It's the concrete tasks that are bringing in value. You learn by doing and asking. And of course, our team is very professional in their knowledge. So they are the best people to learn from. And a lot of my knowledge so far is to thank from our dev team in whole. So nothing to complain about the support I'm having. First of all, if you want to see how the financial tech firms are doing their products, most companies have really good documentation and they are open. So if you're really wanting to deep dive into what you are about to do, there's a lot of materials open in the internet, and some of the APIs, for example, might be even used for free. So if you are planning to do some hobby projects to apply for these kind of jobs, it's very good for you and the potential employer as well to see that you are capable of doing this and if you are actually interested in doing this. And of course the focus on the cybersecurity and networking, those are the skills that are really appreciated in the field. So those are some advice I would give. I think companies like Enable Banking are perfect real jobs for people after studies, because here you can get the full experience right away. You don't have to be going through months of learning processes and or this bureaucracy. You can get real tasks right away. You can get the whole picture from the whole company. So those are the key things that are boosting your learning compared to some other companies you might be applying to. It's for sure the great option for first job after university. enablebanking.com. There's a contact form. Write whatever questions you have and we will direct you to the relevant team. So we are always answering fast and you can get whatever information you need from there. I like to exercise a lot, so cycling is the way I get to work every day, and it's something I really enjoy doing, and of course something physical. So being on a computer at work, it's nice to be outside and doing something physical afterwards. Those are the things I enjoy. For me, it's not hard to motivate myself on the Monday morning because I always look every day as a learning opportunity. So whatever lessons I can learn on Monday, it's carrying me forward. So I get always the feeling every day that I'm moving forward. So if you're getting that attitude, it's not hard to wake up in the morning. I mean, it's the physical activities. I enjoy doing something really physical. If it's a hard day at work, I like to do a hard physical gym session, for example, getting the body moving. I think that's the best approach. I think Enable Banking has brought me a lot of knowledge on the whole industry and technical knowledge as well. But the cool thing is that I get the whole company's picture every day and get to see how people are doing. We're a good team